Shalom, shalom, shalom to all my kings out there. Welcome, 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 welcome to the King's Table. I'm your host, Big Truck, calling all kings to the table at once. I'm advising all kings to come to the table so we can talk about this. I'm not going to be long. I want to talk about fraternity tests. I believe that fraternity tests should be mandatory. Here's the thing. Fraternity fraud is very, very serious. A very serious crime. You have men out there that are taking care of kids that are not theirs because their girlfriend, fiance, wife was being untrue, was not being truthful. Okay? Done slept through the cracks. Don't let Pookie and Ray Ray hit. And rather you come in clean and sitting down with your man saying, hey, I slipped up. Child may not be yours. But instead, you don't say nothing. So many years go by. Man has a feeling, because you know the Holy Spirit, when you walk in your discernment, that Holy Spirit will let you know. That Spirit will let you know something ain't right. So you'll go get a DNA test done, and when it comes back, 99.9% you are not the father, you go and approach your lady, whether it be your wife, your fiance, a girlfriend, you go and approach her, and you let her know. What does she do then? She shame you. She get mad at you and want to know why you went to go get a paternity test. The test is a lie. Baby's yours. No, motherfucker, you cheated. Just admit it, you stepped out and you cheated. And the child is not mine. I shouldn't have to go this way to go take a paternity test to prove that this child was mine or not. I shouldn't have to go that route. But we're gonna let this audio play. Once again, I'm a new YouTube channel. I'm new. Hit the subscribe button. Leave your comments. Men, let me know what you think about this. I'm gonna start playing a lot of audio stuff, doing a lot of audio reactions, so therefore we can use our ear gate. Some reaction videos are gonna be visual, and some gonna be audio. We need to use our ear gate. Sometimes we just need to, as men, sit down, relax our minds, relax our bodies, and open up our ears and listen. As men, let's spit fire.
Mandatory, I would proudly take one because I want you to know.
That's right,
I want you to know that all of this I'm going through right now, that's this whole back that's not even buttoned up, that's you. Because of you.
What's Shout out to my man Charles in Charge for this. He's a good dude. Check out his page. Support the brother. King, he's doing amazing things. When I was going through my time in the wilderness, I paid attention. I started listening to a lot of his videos, and it helped me. It opened up my eyes and opened up to a lot of things. So support the brother Charles in Charge. King, you're doing a good job. Much love and respect. Let's get it.
Artist posted a comment that was later shared on the Shade Room, and it seems that he's basically begging his ex to provide a paternity test for their children. He also claims he's not a deadbeat dad, but deserves to know for sure if he's supporting kids of his own. So, ladies, this got me thinking. Do you think...
I think, and shout out to the brother. He wants to make sure. And that's all he wants to do. And at the end of the day, a large number of men, that's all they want. Hey, I want to make sure that this is my child. This is my seed. Me and you may not work. Cool. But let me make sure that this is my seed. Because you have some fathers out there that take responsibility and that are fathers. And here at the King's Table, we acknowledge that. We acknowledge good fathers. We acknowledge good husbands. We acknowledge hard workers, even if you're a blue-collar worker. Security, trash man, plumber, electrician, much love and respect.
Like, what if there was a day where maternity tests were actually, like, mandatory?
Do you know who your baby daddy is?
I'm sorry, maternity. You guys, what if there was a day where paternity tests were actually mandatory? Why aren't they?
Do you know who your baby daddy is?
I do.
Exactly.
But can I say this honestly?
Yes.
If they were mandatory, I would proudly take one because I want you to know.
That's my point.
I want you to know.
It's something how, what's her name, Moni? What is this show? You know, they have a show, and you know, a lady on the show. It's funny how Moni is kind of. I noticed she's on the defense. Of course, because she don't have no kids. She don't have nobody that loves her and somebody to love. So I can kind of see that. But when, you know, again, there's nothing wrong with taking a fraternity test. Hey, I'm with it. There's a large number of women that are with it. But those that are not with it, those that have something to say, that's a red flag.
That all of this I'm going through right now, that's you. Back that's not even buttoned up. That's you. Because of you. That's you.
And that's the thing right there. You know, being able to have something to say when it comes to fraternity tests. Because there's a lot of, like I said before, there's a lot of women out there that have not been truthful, that have been rude, disrespectful. Oh, I'm having my best life. I gotta do me. Hot girl summertime. Get pregnant by Pookie and Ray Ray. Meet a good man. You didn't tell that man that you slept around. You got with a man. Everything good. You even went as far as marrying him. For the time that you got knocked up, you know, shot up the club, sprayed, then he sprayed, and you did the math, but you're not going to say nothing. But you go to the new guy, the good man, I'm pregnant and it's yours. He happy and excited. 9 months, you not telling him. In his mind, he's excited. Family's happy for him. Friends are excited. You know the whole thing. Having baby showers. Going through the whole thing. But in the back of your mind, you know you're not carrying his baby. Carrying Pookie and Ray Ray's baby. Remember you had hot girl summer? You don't want to tell your good man because that'll mess up everything. And that'll crush it. Baby's born. I'm telling you a fucking story. Baby's born. His family, his mother and father, and you know how mothers are, something ain't right about that baby. That baby don't kind of carry our genes and look like you. Mama knows something. But she ain't saying nothing. See? Child gets older, starts to grow, look more like her, look more like the baby mama. You still going around, you doing things, picking the child up and doing things with the child, and you happy, everybody's happy. You go over to visit mom sits you down, mom and pop sit you down and have a meeting with you. Are you sure that that baby's yours? That baby don't kind of look like you. Don't kind of carry our genes. I think you should get a paternity test. And then you get mad at moms and pops because you think they're trying to tell you what to do. You know that's your child. But then something in your spirit says, you know what? Let me go get a paternity test to make sure. Take the child, y'all get a paternity test, and sure enough, 99.99% you are not the father. Now you crushed. You go to moms and pops, you show them the results. Mom says, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Because it was something about the baby that didn't resemble you. And she been acting kind of strange. You need to go tell her. You need to go express this and let her know. You got questions and she needs to give them answers. And you go and you approach her with it. She gets mad at you, get real defensive, get mad at you, starts to gaslight you and shame you. And depending on what type of person you are, hope you're a strong-minded person. Say, hell no, we're going to talk about this. Versus being a simp. Okay, baby, I was wrong. I'm sorry. The test was wrong. The baby is ours. Fuck no. Stand your ground. And then later on, she admits that she had a hot girl summer. Had unprotected sex with someone. When she went on a girls' trip. When she told you she was going on a girls' trip. Because the girl was having a birthday. Celebrating her birthday. You already know. Want a divorce. Ain't no way in hell a man should pay for a child that's not his. She walking around scot-free. No, that's wrong. That's fraternity fraud. That is not right.
It gets weird because people got to be asking you, am I your baby father? Maury Povich moments, you know? Are you the father?
But don't
if
you
it was
think it's
just
to be some
mandatory and we just...
responsibility that two people have sex and there's a possibility that woman's going to get pregnant? That it's a mature decision that, yeah, you are the father?
And you should know. But I think the stigma goes away when it becomes mandatory.
And see, and a lot of these heifers, they know. Stop trying to stick up for 304s. Because a real woman would not put herself in a damn position like that. A real woman would not put herself in a damn position like that. A real woman is not going to be letting Pookie and Ray Ray and Uncle Lance and them hit. She going to stay with her man. And when she gets pregnant, at least she knows it's her man's baby, her husband's baby. Because she wasn't out there sleeping around. But even then, let paternity tests be mandatory. She gonna be okay with it. Ain't got nothing to hide. Come on, let's go. And after that, we're done. Cool. Let's go to Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. Let's get some ice cream. Let's go to BJ's and have a nice meal.
It becomes the norm
Yes.
that everyone has to do
Yes.
this. This is just the way it is.
We're just checking to make sure, just like you
That's
get all
it.
the tests when you are pregnant.
That's
you're taking
it.
blood tests, you're making sure the dad's healthy, you're making sure
Yes.
mom's healthy.
Well, it's good
Let's just
for
make sure it's your baby.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
It's good for the genetic.
It's good for the genetics. But see, Moni Love, boy, she don't know what the hell she talking about because she don't have no kids. But again, nah. When you dealing with a person that have had a promiscuous lifestyle or that is promiscuous, you in trouble. Because, yeah, you may be sleeping with her, but you ain't the only person that's sleeping with her. Because she ain't going to tell you who she's sleeping with. So if she comes up pregnant, she ain't going to tell you there's a possibility that this child I'm carrying may not be yours. It may be theirs. You notice I said theirs, more with an S at the end. But I'm supposed to accept it. My queen. Ain't no damn queen, you're a damn peasant. Yes, I'm glad that they did the law in Tennessee with paternity. I'm glad they did that shit. They did that. Shout out to the brother, and it was a black man that had this law, that had that passed in the state of Tennessee. And it won't be long for the rest of the states to follow suit, because that's wrong. You got men out there paying child support for a child that's not theirs. That's hard on a man. Even though a man has documented proof that shows that that's not his child, but still, nah. Just like long-time alimony. I'm glad Ron DeSantis cut that. Since y'all want to be boss chicks, y'all don't need no man. Good, and you don't need that man's money. You don't need that man's alimony money for the rest of your life. How about that? Take y'all asses back to work. And since you got a house full of cats, send them cats to work.
The Delta State High Court, it was one of those where Anthony Okorodis allegedly discovered that 3 children he had with his ex-wife were not his biological offspring. According to the judge in the statement, his former wife, Celia Juliet Ototo, walked away from the marriage when the youngest child, now 17 years old, was just 6. So from 17 till 6, this man has been paying for these 3 kids just because, I mean, he's doing the right thing as a dad.
They ain't look like him?
You gotta look up the story, guys, because it's intense.
I just don't want women stigmatized about they get pregnant, and then the minute they get pregnant, who is the actual father?
Well,
I don't want men stigmatized because women that are getting pregnant and putting that on a man. I'm putting that on a man's shoulders. Shut the fuck up, Moni. For real? Nah. Women should know. Guess what? They should not be opening up their legs for any and everybody. The only legs you should be opening up is for your husband. This is why sometimes it pays to keep your ass at home. Don't be opening up your legs, twerking, dropping it like it's out for everybody. No. It's time for women to be held accountable. Their asses need to be held accountable. Stop having good men suffer because your ass was irresponsible. Because you chose to let Pookie and Ray Ray and Lance and them hit. And didn't have the audacity to come back home. Sleep with your husband. A few weeks later, you come up pregnant. No, your ass been pregnant. You just didn't tell it. His intuition already kicked in. He went and got a test and come to find out the child was not his. Now you mad at him for doing it. You shaming him. You gaslighting him. Fuck that. I don't like to see good men get taken advantage of. I don't like to see good women get taken advantage of either. But in cases like this, I do not like to see good men get taken advantage of. That's wrong. That's dishonest. And your ass should be held accountable, and your ass should go to jail.
There are a lot of responsible women that know who they having sex with. They know who they pregnant by.
Absolutely.
And all of that.
Wait, do you know some friends who maybe aren't sure because they're not married, and they're not sure because they've just been...
Well, you can be married and
healthy...
not know.
Clearly, in this case, you know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. I feel like it's a win-win situation when there is mandatory paternity tests. It's a win-win situation because the father knows his responsibility and the mother now has to hold him to that responsibility.
I think if people are married, it shouldn't be that way because you might be doing some business that you don't need to do.
What's up?
Bullshit. Because even if you married, that woman could still cheat. Now what? It's worse when you're married. Because you look at, okay, how long we've been married. Then, emotional attachment. Oh, man. It's worse when you're married. And you taking care of a child that ain't yours. Because your wife went on a girls' trip and she had a hot girl summer moment. Okay, girls, what we do out here stays between us. Even if I let somebody spray up the club, nah, that's not cool. That is not cool. That's wrong. That's deceitful and that's evil. What do you men think about it? I know this video is kind of long. I went past my time, but leave your comments. And you already know what we do. Shalom.